Nikiambia mtu ndo aibu. We keeping it low key, love already now, so I'm letting it so key.
When I tell you that I love this interview that we are about to get into, best believe, because this particular young lady, I got to interview her when she was very new in the game. She was a budding artist. She had just won the talent show that brought her into the scene, and that was back in the year 2021. And to see her growth right now, it is absolutely amazing. Introducing to you the one, the only, the beautiful, the very talented Teslah Kenya. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? You look nice.
Thank you. You look so well too.
Thank you.
It's good to have you on the show.
Let me have this off. Yeah.
I love your contact.
Thank you.
All right, Teslah.
Yeah.
Since I saw you one-on-one in 2021, how have you been music-wise? Because the growth has been beautiful to watch. Just tell me about that journey from the time you won Talanta Mtaani, you got into the scene. I remember when I was interviewing you, you were a bit timid, you were like
shaking a little bit.
To who you are right now, how has that been like?
It's definitely been a process, but I love every step of it. I love the team that has supported me throughout, when I started until now, because Black Market Records has been a big part of my growth in the industry. And yeah, here I am now. People are actually listening to my music and actually vibing to it, so I've loved every bit of it.
You're still under Black Market, right?
Yes.
So when it comes to record labels, sometimes I feel like most Kenyan artists who have been signed under record labels, Black Market is actually international. It's not just a local name. We've had so many of them complain later. You know, case in point, we had, if I can just mention, the beautiful Nikita Kering. You know, she, in some interview, she was mentioning how she almost got into depression because she could not release music when she wanted to. So how has it been for you working under a record label, an international one for that matter? And how easy has it been for you, or how different is it for you that you are still in it, you're not complaining, you're actually giving them props?
It's definitely not been easy. Easy is not the word. Nazasema tunapatana katikati. If you know what you want from the label, and before entering the label, there's obviously some things I needed as investment to my craft. So if you know what you want, alafu you come to an agreement, it all depends on the contract that you sign. And according to what I signed, I was ready for whatever came with it. So all I did was have to put in the work, and then hizi mambo zingine nilisema za baadaye, because at that time I really needed that opportunity and it presented itself. And you know, you sign what you know you're gonna handle. So that's what I did. I really, nikupatana katikati. There's struggles here and there. You definitely cannot release music when you want, because with the team, they sit down and strategize what time is good for which kind of music, which kind of music kind of relates with this season. So there's definitely all those discussions that we as artists maybe don't really get to sit down and think about. But in terms of like, wao wakikama officials wanajuanga what to do, and I trust my team. Not fully, lazima pia wewe pia uko na ubongo kiasi, but yeah, nikupatana katikati. Yes.
How would you describe your sound?
My sound, it's definitely taken some time finding it, but it's fusion. I cannot put it in one category, because even in the EP that I just released, you find there's R&B, you find there's Afro, you find there's a little bit of 60s pop music, kuna dance hall. So I don't have a genre, but I have an Afro-fusion sound. That's what I would call it.
Afro-fusion. You would term yourself as an Afro-fusion artist.
And I remember even as we did our interview, I said the same thing. It was like Afro-genge, Afro-fusion, because I incorporate all these different styles and make it like it's all in the melodies.
How different is your sound, okay, it's all in the melodies, as you said, and it was still Afro, Genge, Afro fusion.
Yeah.
But how different would you say your sound is right now compared to, you know, back in 2021 when you released your first song, you know, to the public and all?
My sound, let me say, has grown, is more mature. And the uniqueness comes in the lyricism and how I, you know, define my melodies. Lyrics sana ndo zu separate msanii, because sitabonga venye msanii mwingine atabonga, right? We can have maybe similar sounds. Like a lot of people have told me I have a similar sound, like let's say my friend Brandy Minor, ama nina sound, tuseme kwa nyimbo zingine na sound kama Nikita, you know, like the melodies are there, but the lyricism and how you know, play around with your voice, that's what makes it different.
All right, I'll ask you to hold that thought over there. We take a short break. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, so.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. This is Good Morning Kenya Entertainment Thursday. And before we went for that short break, I was speaking to Teslah, and she was just talking about how, you know, sometimes they get to confuse your sound and how you sound like when you're singing with some people, you know, with the likes of Brandy Minor, who I love, you know, the likes of Nikita Kering. I may say what's her name? Jarai. Yeah, and Jarai.
Oh, she's really good.
She is really, really talented.
Yes.
So how does that make you feel? And is it working for you, or sometimes you feel like, kwani mnanifananisha? Like, I don't want to be fananishwad.
I believe every artist, female artist to be specific, is very unique with their sound. Ukikaa chini na usikize msanii vizuri, you will find them. So hata watu wakifananisha, kuna venye mimi nikiimba utasema, when Teslah, Brandy, and Jerai. And I love that we are all coming together and like having this female sound, because it's not been there before. So whichever, tufananisha, as long as tuna make music.
You love it. And speaking of that, you know, this scene is very, very male dominated.
Yeah.
But it's really beautiful to see young females getting into a young crop of females getting into it. Would you say it's more difficult to remain grounded in this scene, in this music business as a female, than it is for the male, for your male counterparts?
I don't know about others, but I just feel like if you know what you want from this industry and don't have expectations of like what comes with it, like the money and the fame, just do it from the heart. All these other things just add up. Because me, I really do this from my heart, because it's a way of me expressing to other people and connecting with other people. Whatever comes after is just a bonus. So I really don't put so much into it. Yeah, think about it so much. Just go in the studio, record, have some good vibes, and the rest will just flow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't help but ask this. What's your favorite car?
Car.
Yeah.
Of course, my name says it all.
That's where the name came from?
No. Teslah is actually my name.
Oh,
yes.
Kwa ID.
Naitwa Nancy Teslah Njeri.
Tesla. Unataka nikuitisha ID tuone. Like, it's actually your
Yes, it's actually
ID
my name. Yeah, it is my baptism name.
Oh.
So ingekuza after, ni budangu alinipea jina after some time, because he's an engineer. He loves all this electric stuff. So when I was getting baptized, he was like, so Juju Nancy ni jina ya shosho yako, tukupe yako. So Teslah was actually, I didn't even know Teslah was a car. By the time I was growing up, then people were like, do you know what Teslah is? Do you know what? Na. And then I was like, ata sihitaji usanii, Teslah is the name then.
Oh, but it's still your dream car.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to live up to the names.
It's like your parents were manifesting. They were manifesting from the get-go. I want us to talk about Men Can Lie. Who character developed you to that point? Where did that song come from? How did it come about?
The idea was from my producer, Request. He was like, I have an idea, and then he sent me this voice notes. Men can lie, and then it's so relatable to every woman. He must be a saint or something. And then he knew the right people to put in this in this song. But I was the first person who was like, this song sounds like you and like 3 more girls would kill it. Brandy, because me and Brandy, we vibe so much in the studio to go like water, we flow, and then now Saru was the perfect, piece to add on to as a female rapper. So I would say the whole idea came from request, and then now the relatability, the topic of how relatable it was, made it perfect.
Yeah, so the whole idea was request so perfectly. Song, considering how big it is, how big it became and how big it still is, and you guys just aced it. Each one of you just aced it.
Thank you.
Did you feel pressure? Like, did you get some sort of pressure on what am I to release next after this?
I don't think so. Maybe my milestone, but there was no pressure. I was like, okay, what's next? Now I was even more curious. I was even like more anxious, not anxious, more ready to release the music that I wanted to release, because I was like, okay, now people have heard me, and I was so sure my sound was good. It sounded good to my ears, so there was nilikuwa so confident about it. So I didn't have that pressure of like, oh, hit. Like I said, it's about the mentality and what you look for in the music. If you look for the fame and the whatever, the money is good, yes, it's a business, but let your mind first be, let your heart be passionate about the music first, and then the rest will come. So your pressure ikuwa sana. I was just like doing what I do best.
Yeah. Is that your breakthrough song? Would you say that is the song that has brought you to the attention of many Kenyans now?
Men Can Lie. Yeah. It's just the first of many, because nimefanya collabo na wasanii wengi wakubwa. It's just that they're not out yet because of protocols of the label, strategizing, whatnot. But I believe there's so much more. You guys are not even ready. But yeah, that is definitely a first for the limelight here.
Yeah. And speaking of that, you have released your EP. It's called Situationship.
Yes.
Tell me about the album Situationship. The EP rather.
Yeah, the EP. Situationships is, I was trying to describe love in this era. Most of it is situationships. Man, if you're long term, you are blessed. Bruh, you're blessed. Nikubad. Ask anybody. Ask you. How is the love like? But I was just generalizing how we do it right now. It's like we don't know, we still have not learned the definition of love, and we are still learning. We can't hatuwezi jiweka pressure ati so we should do it. We are not traditional and we are still not modern. Tupale katikati, we're just learning how to maneuver through it. So Situationships was an EP that compiled all the confusions of love, the good and the bad.
It's a 7-track album.
Yes.
While I know, for artists, you have, while you're working on something, that you're thinking of, you have a lot of maybe songs that you have, you've set aside. So for Situationships, while compiling this album, were you thinking of the title of the album, Situationships? Because it's one of the songs, it's one of the titles of the song. So had you thought of Situationships as the title of your album, and then you worked through the songs, or you were just checking out music in the studio, and then you decided, now we're going to have an album, and these are the songs that are coming to the album, because it's a 7 EP. Why do I keep calling it an album?
Okay, either way.
A 7-track EP.
Yeah, I mean, there was, imagine Situationships ndio ilikuwa wimbo ya mwisho kuandika, ndio nikaamua now this is the title of the song. These are songs that I wrote since 2021, just writing them down, some of them freestyling on, Instagram and TikTok. And then now when I recorded them, there were about 15 songs that I had compiled, and they were just like chaguaring each. I had now a list of like 6. So I was like, the 7 Situationships, I remember I wrote it in 10 minutes. I was just in my bed, I was like, okay, now what is love? Squeezy love inakuwagaje Situationships. Nikaandika tu. And I was like, this defines the EP. And I was sure about it from then. The song actually defined the theme of the whole EP. I just had different songs. Nika select out of that theme.
Yeah. How do you narrow down to the 7 from 15?
Yeah, you just like ask people to listen to it. The label listens to it. The best producers, I had Request, I had Unspoken Salaton, I had a bunch of people listen to the EP. Ndio wananiambia hii and then now according to the rates, you now take the best. You can't argue. Hata kama unapenda hiyo sio yako peke yako. Yes, because you have to also find songs that are relatable and can speak through someone. Na kama hiyo yenye haikuchaguliwa, maybe now you go and sit down and try to write it in a different way. Yeah, you just...
Speaking of that, how important is it for an artist to have a team of people? And by this, I mean people that you believe in and people that you trust, that when I give you this to listen to, you will let me know if it's working or it's not working.
Oh, how do you know?
Yeah.
First of all, their credibility and their portfolio, because you know the people I work with also have the background of, you know, their work, the music, and also just watu kukana, when watu wamekana here for long, they know you most of the time better than you know yourself, and they know what works for you, what doesn't. And it's just the trusting, because you definitely can't do it alone. No matter what, you can't do it alone. So you just have to choose to trust these people and pray to God they're the right people, because you know human is nature, you know. So yeah, it's just trusting the people and just clicking to a small circle.
So looking at the track list, on the people you've worked with, so there's Junior Gentle, there's Chan Chan, there's Unspoken,
Salaton.
So most of these ones are producers, like Unspoken is...
Unspoken is a rapper, but he's still a producer. So through this EP is when he got to show more of his production ethics. So we got to feature in one song, and at the same time we got to produce Situationships, which is the main track. So yeah, he's a really good producer. Junior Gentle is also a producer and a singer from Uganda. So I think I work well with people who know sound. Yes. And
you just mentioned earlier that you have songs that should be coming up, and you've worked with renowned names in the industry, popular people in the industry. How do you pick who to work with?
I really don't pick. We just find each other in the same area. Kama studio tunapatana. Let's say because Black Market is a really big studio, we find big artists coming in, and you know these big artists have tuseme seka producer wangu amemchezea ngoma yangu, is there like, oh wait, she's actually really good. Some of them have heard my music, and then we just patana, and it's just vibes from then. Na wengine wanapiga simu wanasema yo pull up, we can work on a track. So it's never really a pre-planned. It's just coming together with different energies and just hoping for the best.
I don't know if you heard of the interview that Mwalimu Rachel did in some podcast. I think it was Mic Check podcast. And she was talking about how while she was managing Kina Miracle Babies, Sailors. Yeah, that's the name of the group. While she was managing Sailors, she said that when they were working on collaborations, most of the times walikuwa tu wanaenda wanapiga collabo. You know, like song tu inaenda, like matters, split sheets and all that. So how do you go about that and ensuring that, you know, even if you're working on a song and it's someone else's song, as long as you're in there, you've put your input in it, you're also going to be, you know, benefiting from it.
Let me say, I try to not to work outside the label, but you also look at whoever you're collaborating with, because most of my collabs are trade-ins, where ninampea verse and nampea verse, alafu sasa we lift the song together. Kama ni seme like a project from outside, some artists will pay for the feature, which now the label has no problem with. But I thank God to be under a label, because all these formalities, I just want to make music. So the label kind of takes that in hand, and the split sheets are there. They make sure they handle it how it's supposed to. Wanaongea, wanasema, oh, this is how it's split between this artist and this artist, royalties, nini. And then mimi na paycheck yangu tunapatana mbele. So we thank God.
Hapo kwa paycheck sana hivi.
I
have a question for Tesla.
So you mentioned that you've done collabs with different artists.
Yeah.
As an artist, what is the importance of doing like collabos na other artists? Inakusaidia aje like for you?
Inajenga jina, we share the audience. That's the main thing actually. We share the audience. Na wezi jua audience yangu na yake maybe inaweza kuwa ina click. So that's the main. And then just fusing different cultures, different people together, bringing them together. That's alafu sasa hiyo kusaidiana tu. Huyu ananipea hii, huyu ananipea watu wake, huyu ananipea watu wake. Yeah, that's the main agenda, I think.
Yes.
And then long-term relationships with these artists. Yeah.
What does your creative process look like? Because you just mentioned that with Situationships, the song, you wrote it in 10 minutes?
Yeah.
How is that even possible? Like 10 minutes, and if you listen to the song, it is a beautiful song. So how does your creative process look like? When you're seated down, you want to write a song, how does that look like?
There's the script where umezoea when you ukizoea a lot of studio time, unazoea nika kwenda shule na kuzoea kuandika composition, hadi sasa unajua how to write. There's the experience side, but then with Situationships, the songs that you write in 10 minutes, there's that flow state where you're just in that zone and you're just writing and you don't think about anything else. So my creative process is just trying not to think about how perfect the song will be and just going with it. Kitambo nilikuwa na overthink bwana. Kitambo nilikuwa sema sijui kama ina make senses mbili at the same time. But now I just write, and then from just what you wrote now you can just structure now. Just unaipanga vizuri sasa. Just don't force. Usi overthink.
Okay, I have some quick fire questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay. Kidogo, wait. Okay, sawa.
I don't know if this one will work with you, but what was the first album you ever bought? Have you bought an album?
Bought?
Yeah.
Buying, I remember when I was a kid, I bought the Rose Muhando album.
Oh, really?
I bought that album, Naya R. Kelly. I used to listen to that I don't know what was. I remember we bought it every day. There has to be a Rose Muhando song playing. So that's the first album I bought.
So that's where you drew inspiration from?
I don't think so. R. Kelly. Niliingia gospel and then min kona ways ni scam sana. Gosh. Hey, I'm not even lying. It's just sorry for another day.
I want to get into that. Why would you say that?
No, because I used to, msinikujie watu wa church. I respect church and everything, but imekuwa business sana siku hizi. I used to be a worship leader at Winners Chapel. And then all of a sudden when we were trying to do this talent search things, money was involved, pastors were involved, others saying, oh, you cannot sing, but hey, I'm doing this for Jesus. Yeah. And then when I saw all this comes about money and sadaka and nini, it was too much. I just wanted to do music purely from my heart. Yeah. So mimi na Mungu wangu tunapatananga hapa kwa roho. Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, mimi nimesema ni Tesla. Tesla ndo amewaita.
Bana, you people.
Industry.
No, I respect the church, but let me tell you, it's a business. Okay. It's a business, and
you're speaking from your own experience, so your opinion is valid.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah.
And
all right, your favorite takeaway?
Takeaway food?
Yeah.
I could do good with some warus and githeri and some chicken on the side. Don't judge me, I'm Kikuyu. Come on.
And unaenda kutakeaway food unanunua githeri?
Waru must be included.
Whatever for mashed chicken.
Yeah, I love githeri. I love a good well-cooked githeri. And then now the chicken must be chickening, you know what I'm saying? Yes.
All right. Do you have a celebrity crush?
No.
You can't say no.
Okay, usini confine basi Kenya.
Ni sawa, we allow your mind to do.
Crazy. Yes.
Say your stars have aligned. You have an opportunity to work with Chris Brown. What song are you doing? What topic are you talking about?
I did this open verse from his latest album, Healing Energy. I believe on me, we would just vibrate. I know for a fact because he's on a different level when it comes to music. Yeah. There's no limit.
But I wanted you to give me a song that has not happened yet. Like you just think of something you would want to work with,
A
to
topic.
work on, yeah, with Chris Brown, a particular topic.
If I could give it a title, I would call that song Soulful. Because I believe it will just be itakuwa tu kitu deep. So I would call the song Soulful. However it will be formed, yeah, it will be soulful.
Music for the soul.
Yeah.
Probably that will happen someday. You never know.
Alhamdulillah.
Anything can happen under this, you know,
Inshallah.
sign. If you could hold a dinner party with 3 people, dead or alive, who is on your dining table?
My mom, Michael Jackson, and Rihanna. Peace.
Your mom, Michael Jackson,
And Rihanna.
and Rihanna.
Yeah.
I knew you had to pick artists. Your mom just has to be there because, hi, mom. but
Yeah,
I
just
knew you
keep
were
me
gonna
in
pick
check.
artists.
And then, yeah, those are like the 2 people I look up to and I've learned my music through.
All right. Now, as we wind up with the conversation, the brand Tesla. You, Tesla, not
Yeah.
Tesla, the car. The brand Tesla Kenya.
Yeah.
When people hear that name, what would you want them to associate with you with? Like, what would you want them to click? What would you want to click in their minds? You know,
Yeah.
spot on. Just, I've had Tesla Kenya.
Just the name in itself, kisikia Tesla unasikia kabaridi kidogo, kastima kidogo, because when I sing, I really try to vibrate and send my energy to whoever is listening to me through the ears. So kisikia Tesla unasikia kavivi kidogo. And if I was to put it in words, just electric, just sparks energy, just gives you like a touch of healing, whatever feeling it is, just in a vibrate.
All right.
Yeah.
What next for Tesla Kenya, for all your fans?
What next? More music, of course. More exploring with the sound, Kenyan sound. And I can't wait to take our sound international. That's my goal. Since way back then, it's always been international sound. So, yeah, let's get ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Your social media handles, as we finish off with Men Can Lie, you will sing along to the song as the DJ plays it. Just tell them where to find you and where to find your new EP.
Yeah. So, Wagwan, my people, I'm Tesla. For those who do not know me, you will find all my social media handles at Tesla with a H, Tesla Kenya, or Tesla YYK on Instagram. And my Situationships album is on all platforms. Stream it, view it, video imetoka pia. Another one is on the way. Yeah, more to come.
All right. Thank you so much for coming through to the show.
Thank you.
All the very best. I just can't wait to see what next for Tesla after this.
Thank
Men
you.
Can Lie.
Asante.